The death toll in Puerto Rico climbed to 34 people in the wake of Hurricane Maria. 93% of the island is still without power. President Trump visited the battered U.S. territory yesterday to meet with storm victims and first responders. David Begnaud is in San Juan, Puerto Rico. David, good morning.
Charlie, good morning. The White House believes it could cost between $10 and $13 billion to help Puerto Rico rebuild. Yesterday, President Trump met with local leaders, one of which was the mayor of San Juan. She has been perhaps the toughest critic of the federal government's response in the aftermath of Hurricane Maria. And after meeting the president, the mayor met with White House staff. And when she walked away from that meeting, she announced that she believes the White House understands the disconnect, as she put it, between what is supposed to happen and what really happens.
There's a lot of love in this room.
President Trump and the First Lady were greeted by a friendly audience in the town of Guaynabo, one of the fastest areas to recover from the hurricane. The president handed out supplies, tossing paper towels into the crowd. Mr. Trump also toured the neighborhood and met with people whose homes were damaged by Maria.
We're going to help you out.
Thank you.
Have a good time.
Thank you, Mr. President.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Great to see you.
The president and First Lady got a look at the destruction by helicopter. They did not visit the harder hit areas of the island where there is no running water or power, forcing people to drink and bathe with stream water. During a briefing earlier in the day, President Trump praised the federal government's response, but seemed to downplay the devastation of Maria compared to that of Hurricane Katrina.
If you look at a real catastrophe like Katrina, and you look at the tremendous hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of people that died, you can be very proud of all of your people, all of our people working together.
Mr. Trump also appeared to criticize the U.S. territory for their more than $70 billion debt.
I hate to tell you, Puerto Rico, but you've thrown our budget a little out of whack, because we've spent a lot of money on Puerto Rico.
Later, the president seemed to suggest Puerto Rico's debts may be forgiven.
We have to look at their whole debt structure. You know, they owe a lot of money to your friends on Wall Street, and we're going to have to wipe that out.
Not long after President Trump left the island, the governor of Puerto Rico announced that the death toll has risen from 16 to 34. The majority of deaths, we're told, were due to flooding, mudslides, and flying debris. But, Gail, we're also told people died from heart attacks, suicide, and a lack of oxygen.
Boy, thank you very much, David Begnaud, reporting from Puerto Rico.